Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, big.
Check it. It's a unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing official, Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing, no more walk on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. You name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the streets and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we be a part of Boss Talk? This is how you can be a part of Boss Talk. Under each and every interview, including this one right here in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you get to be a part of Boss Talk, seeing all the exclusive content. Y'all been asking us, where's this interview, where's that interview? You got to be a member to see it, or go ahead and download our app right now. Boss Talk 101 on any Apple or Google store. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Man, listen, man, we got a special guest in here today. He don't need no introduction. Like I said, it's a crew of us in here today. It's going down, man. I feel a lot of love. It's going down. My boy OG 3Three is in the building.
Yeah, man, big man.
She's Jamaican.
I want to do the big man things. You know, I got a lot of family over there from Kingston. So
Really?
I dealt with a lot of bumperclads and a lot of boxy boys. You feel?
Wow, we just got back. We interviewed. Who did we interview? Was it about 4 people?
Yeah.
Was it
Tommy Lee?
Tommy Lee, Spotter.
Yeah.
He got stuff with Nicki Minaj and some more people. And it was about 4, man. It was one dude named Wild Patchy, Wild Young Apache. They got some hell of a names over there. I told them niggas take me to the jungle, nigga. I need to go where all the action at. I don't want to. When they see me, I want them to know I went to the whole thing. Yeah. Cause she's Jamaican, I think I get a pass. You know what I'm talking about?
You should come to Baton Rouge. It's for sure more hectic than over there.
I've been down there. I came down there with KLC and I interviewed a lot of.
That's the OG.
Yeah, but I'm old, nigga. You see the great niggas going down. You know what I'm talking about?
You know the young guys in the game coming behind y'all.
You
know what I'm
correct.
saying?
Yeah.
So I give y'all flowers as well.
Man, thank you,
But
bro.
I still know, the generation how it go.
Yeah.
I still understand rules and parameters.
Yeah, that's hard, man. A lot of them don't.
But I got to say, so in comparison to Jamaica, how would you describe Baton Rouge, growing up in Baton Rouge?
I mean, I would say growing up in Baton Rouge compared to Jamaica is quite different because at least y'all run y'all land. Mm-hmm. Us is like, it's a direct, you got the police, you got guys that want to get at you, it's just, you got to focus more on the streets, put it like that. Mm-hmm. In Jamaica, it's like all for all, so it's like, it's really like, it's easy, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like it's way more harder than coming in Baton Rouge because it's like you already got to duck people and duck the police and duck the government, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's way harder over there. Y'all free for all. Y'all can catch somebody and, you know what I'm saying? Anything.
Yeah, we have stuff that, because I remember growing up, you had like certain areas, like you couldn't go, if you're from this area, they might be having war against this area. It's stuff like that. But it's different. A lot of people that I know who lived here in the States, they retired in Jamaica because they said they don't have to deal with all of the racism and all of that sort of stuff. So they prefer going back home. There's a lot of different things that, is a lot happier.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, man, I just like to dive right into it, man. You're getting into a lot of different areas that don't have nothing to do with rap, sports, and all. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. Yeah. But I remember you did an interview about 4 years ago. Somebody had said that you was raised. You said you was raised in like a trap house, right? Yeah. And somebody was like, well, that's not a good environment. And I said that's bullshit because I'm a real hustler. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of my dopest people, my ain't and all of them was on drugs, and they took care of us, and they wouldn't steal nothing from me ever. Man. You know what I'm saying? Because they love me.
Peace, my auntie, the one who really raised me. My auntie Dorothy. Everybody call her man. But she overdosed on heroin too, so it was like, I feel where you coming from, and
they take care of you, don't they?
Yeah, and it's like, man, bro, I lost my other auntie last week. That's why I just came from Baton Rouge. It was like my uncle and my auntie went at the same time because it was like, how your husband fast, and then it's like the wife don't want to leave her husband, so it's like, man, she damn near really checked out with her husband, and it was like, but she was so firm, like you saying, she was in the trenches, like. She gave me every infrastructure to know not to play. I know when to not touch her kitchen. I know when to not to play with them pots.
Come on now.
I know it's just like, bro, ain't nothing like coming from that. Like,
bro, I'm just going, and I don't really give my story out a lot, but I can tell you this much. When I was dealing with street whether it was Dope Fiend or whoever, that's who kept me from getting locked up. They would drive my cars around, they camouflaged everything, they worked on everything. Yeah. So all that talk about they look out for me more than the niggas who supposed to be hustling for me. So I don't even agree with none of that I heard. But at the end of the day, I get it. Sometimes people can't see the picture from being in the picture. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
So I'm one of them ones that I really like. I love the culture, you know what I'm saying? And I watch everything and I see you boys moving, man, and just the entrepreneurship is so dope, and the fact that you guys did this from very early ages, you know what I mean?
I appreciate
for you and your boy YB to do this the way y'all did it, coming up so young and naming, you know, the naming scheme and everything was so dope. But I'm gonna let Miss Jamaica start because I'm taking over the show. I don't want no problems.
So no, but I gotta ask. So you say you was raised by your aunt, but where was your mom and your dad during this time?
My mom and my dad was they had their own thing going on. My mama was steady. She was in the streets too, so it was like she had to work, do what she had to do to get me where I need to be. My dad, he was always in the plant working, you know what I'm saying, doing something. So it was like I was really raised by my grandma and grandfather at a point in time. Then like when I got like 8 years old, I got with my auntie and she taught me all the streets. So I learned all the infrastructure from my grandma and my grandfather, like all the mannerisms, everything with being mature, getting to being where I need to be now in my career. And when I got with my auntie, it was like a whole flip. It was like, hey, you gonna learn this. Like, this the streets, this was gangster, this was how it is. So I was blessed for both worlds to come together. So even like, I don't know what my mom and my dad had going on. So even like knowing that they wasn't together where I was at, it was like, I don't fault nobody because it's like I still got them. I still love them, everybody the same way. So it's like, that's how I feel.
But going back as in your kid mind, because, you know, now you think differently, but as a kid mind, did you feel like you were missing out not having them there all the time?
Nah, not really, because in the kid, man, you really don't remember what you got going on from 0 to 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because unless you just trying to fight off trauma. So it's like, it's really nothing like that. I mean, it really kept me to go where I needed to go. So I was thankful God blessed me with my situations of how I had them, because like I say, I wouldn't be right here.
Yeah, because a lot of people tell me how it affects them not having that male and that female role model in their life at a young age, the foundation ages, you know what I mean, to make them who they are. Yeah. So that's the reason why I always ask that, because not everybody fall into that. Some people say, oh no, I didn't care about not having them. I had this person, and that's all that mattered.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I wonder, how does it affect some but don't affect some? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's the mentality. And like I say, my mama right now calling and coach me on something. So it's like I don't give nobody no fault for nothing.
Right.
Like you don't know why my mama wasn't there. I don't know why my daddy wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
And you never asked.
I ain't ever asked, because they was working. They got me to where I need to be. They got me out of harm's way in different positions where I need to be. So
that's
it's like I was thanking God for the unseen and the seen. Mm-hmm. So that's really where it's coming from. And I learned from all my people's mistakes, whether it's everything. So it's like I always was graduating to learning. I'm always a student of the game, so it's like that's just how I always been.
So you never had to go through it yourself to learn from it. You always learn from other people.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
How do you, at 15 and 13, how do you guys come up with understanding just how to maneuver in music, or is it just hit and miss, like y'all trying to figure it out at that point? You know what I mean?
At 15 or 13, you wouldn't know what you want to do, and we just being logic. But I would say this: when my brother came to me and I knew that he wanted to rap, that was the passion, and that was really all we needed to go, because we had only one option, was to get off that porch.
That's right.
And when that option came, it wasn't no other option. We either had a plan A or no plan, you know what I'm saying? So everybody be like they got a plan B and C, but we ain't had that B and C until we got the plan A.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's really what it is.
I mean, Never Broke Again, man. Like I said, man, that's a hell of a name, and and it's really, it's dope to even speak it into existence. But just the name, you know, I thought about the damn basketball when I first did. That was my main thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like when I seen y'all first doing that, I'm like, these niggas done stole the damn basketball goddamn slogan. I said they finna get their ass copyrighted.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
We had some issues.
Did y'all have issues
we
at
had
first?
some issues, but we reiterated the brand. So it was like that's that's why young boy never broke again. You know what I'm saying?
Smart. That's it. Yeah. You can always put something in front of something. People don't know that.
Yeah,
you put niggas up on game with that one, because a lot of people don't understand. But it's just the beginning that if you put anything in the front of something, you can make it your own.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the honest God truth. So I like that, man. You niggas is smart. At what age did y'all have to deal with that?
Like we was like 9, 10.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's crazy,
like,
man.
We was young. I'm talking about. That's why I say it was one mission to get out that porch. Like it wasn't nothing else, because the only thing we was doing was breaking their houses, robbing people, trying to hurt somebody, doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? What kids do.
Wow, man, that's crazy, because at the end of the day, I think all our stories are similar. If you go around this room, you start hearing some of the same damn stories all throughout these people, because the stories don't be no different. You know what I mean? The hoods be the same. I done been in a lot of different states, and I go to all these different neighborhoods in Chicago, wherever I'm at, Vegas. I find the hood wherever I go, because I'm from that.
That's me. That's me. I go to everywhere.
Well, you know that's where the good food at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Am I right?
I just had one of my people mamas from out here cook me something.
Oh yeah, how was it?
I'm waiting on to eat out there. I can't do the interview because I ain't want to get dirty.
I go to sleep at night. I'm old, so I go to sleep. As soon as I eat, it's over. Don't even call me. No interviewing, none of that shit ain't happening, bro. Go ahead, what you got for me?
So do you believe in God?
Yeah, for sure. I just got baptized.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate it.
Tell me about a time, because you've been through a lot of stuff, but tell me about a time where God pulled you through when you was either in the streets or whatever, where you figured out that if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made it through that.
I mean,
something you can talk about.
The time that God really had his hand on me is when I done survived over 14, 15 real death situations. Wow. I was been supposed to be dead. Like, not saying it like that, but they was supposed to kill me when they had the chance. But it was like, no disrespect, but it's like, man, I know that God was with me because I was at the bottom and I seen it, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't escape some real situations with like, my life could have been gone, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just know once you feel that, you know, it's just gonna hit you. So it's like, that's really what it is. Like, I hit rock bottom on every situation I'm talking about, and it wasn't nobody to pull me through. Like, I couldn't thank nobody. I couldn't call my mom and my dad. I had to thank one man, because, man, it's tough.
No, that's 100% right.
What jolted you to make that jump to say, okay, I want to get baptized now?
I mean, it was a hurdle where I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I was going through a lot of pain, and it was like, I couldn't do nothing, but I couldn't turn my back on nothing, and it was like so many people was pulling me at the time, and it was like I couldn't go everywhere, and it's like people was counting on me to do this, because I take care of a lot of people. I take care of my family, my brother's kids, like everything. So it's like, it's just a lot, and it was like I had nowhere to really run to, and people was steady pulling me, and God was calling me. So it was like I just had to follow my calling, you know what I'm saying? So it was him really pulling me.
Mm-hmm. And you know you're gonna still get tested a lot even after that.
Oh, that was one of the worst parts, and not saying it was worse, but like really feeling the temptation, the conviction, and really having to deal with and getting closer to God. Like, I even went on a 14-day fast. Like, I tried to go 30. Like, I only went a 14-day fast.
Just
though,
water?
Like, just juice.
Okay.
Like all fruit juices.
All fruit juices.
Like,
okay.
I ain't really had too much water, but like I had apples and celery, and then I had beet and pineapple in the middle of the day. Then at the end of the day, I had watermelon juice.
Do you feel like you were closer to God when you did that? Yeah,
because all I did was pray and fast. Like, that's I couldn't do nothing. I ain't even go outside. I couldn't even hit the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was a big subject where the only time I got out, I went to the park like probably 1 or 2 times, and I went meditating, and somebody had told me I'd go ground at the park, and then I was sitting there just reading my Bible, and that's when I knew like it was time to get closer to God, because it was just on my heart, and I had to deal with it myself, and he was calling me to deal with him.
I like that.
So it was like, I just had to deal with him, and I couldn't run from him.
You can't run from him.
I can't run from him. It's like I could do all this stuff in the book, and knowing like I'm a real G, so it's like I'm 100%er. So it's like, man, I like, if you in the streets and you know where it's come from, and you know the projection of where I came from, you will know it hurt.
Wow.
I love that, because I gotta say this. No, because the reason why, because I talk a lot to a lot of different people, right? And I've had some people who would tell me they can't turn to God because all of the stuff that they've done, they feel like they can never be forgiven because whether it be they murdered this person or they did this or they did that and they still have that in their heart, they feel like God will never forgive them. What would you say to a person like that?
I would say take a chance on opening that book. You know what I'm saying? Because it took me till I'm 27 right now, to 27 years of my life to open the Bible and really read it. And once I really had to read and understand that God is always with you through every situation, He's always forgiving us through every situation. So it's like once I really read and He got to talking to me, God gonna talk to you in every situation in that book. I don't have to physically just say, oh, I'm going to read Genesis, I'm going to read Ephesians. No, you can open your book and you're going to be dealing with something and God going to tell you as soon as you open that book. It's in every chapter. It's like I couldn't even run from Him through chapters. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I couldn't run from Him through the books of the Bible. And this was every day while I'm praying and fasting. So He was dealing with me even more, convicting me even more. And it got more pain, where it's more hurt, where it's like, man, I couldn't do nothing else.
You know, you're creative, man. The Word of God say, you know, if you think it in your heart, you really create it pretty much.
Yeah.
So if you feel that way about a subject or about anything you do, then you create that type of it. Like when you open the Bible, it might not happen for everybody else, but when you open it, because you, so is a man thinking in his heart, so is he.
Yeah.
So you creating that, to be honest with you. That's why I say, you know, when God came up on earth, he said, let there be light, and there was light. You create these things because you made in His image. So if you basically say or think something a certain way, then it happens because of the creation in you. Even before you go somewhere, you say it and then you go to it.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, but everything you doing, you pretty much speaking it into existence and moving on what you say every time.
And you know, it's a big book. Proverbs really helped me.
Me and my son read that every day.
It was like Proverbs talk to you deadly, and it was like that lean not on your own understanding. That's my biggest thing.
That's what I've been had him studying this week.
I cannot, like, I have to talk to God every day about that, because I be having to lean up, like, I be like, man, I cannot go off my own understanding, because I know what I want to do. Like, I know, like, I like flip out it's something to trigger me, or it's just like something, because I'm naturally coming from that. So it's like I had to let that go, and that verse really helped me.
My son, I make him text me that from school. He be at practice or something. He have to learn it every day. Same thing you saying. Trust in the Lord with all our heart. It's the same scripture. It's funny you said that, because that's what we've been. She don't know, because I talk to my son when she ain't around, because he's my son. We got certain things we do, and before he go to school and jump in that escalator, I'm like, we got to get this scripture, because you don't never know if you're gonna make it back home. So I always try to teach him that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have that. Like, you might not have had nobody to show you that, but if you have a son or something or a daughter, you're gonna teach them, and that's what I implement.
Because we're not gonna be around, and death has no age. So you want to always keep the person that you love where they can turn to one person that they can count on, which is God. When they can't count on nobody else, they can count on Him.
Wow, boy, she done took us down through there, y'all. Now I got a dang offering plate. You niggas, all y'all gonna have to pay for some of this, yo.
They gonna do you like that church say, lock the door.
Lock the door. That's what Marvin said. Man, thank you so much, man. We go into different ways and different things, because my wife gonna ask questions I would never ask. I already know that. That's why I do it like that. Let her go. Now I get into the music, we'll get into the sports and all that good stuff. Tank Dell, man, I seen him on your page, and I seen you said some stuff about him. How did you guys even link up with him?
I mean, Tank there, I've been with him since college.
And it's the sports side, just so y'all know. I know I lost her, but when I took off like a rocket. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it a little bit.
All right, Tank there, he came in on the sports side, but it's really my brother.
Okay.
So it's like he really like my baby brother. Him and Tajon is really them two that was together. They played for UH, and when I started going to their games and to their practices and just taking them through there and just being that big brother that role for having structure and guidance throughout their career, and that's really what brought us closer, you know what I'm saying? Because it was all them practices where I knew where their mind was at. It was all them games where I knew where their head was at, and it was me that God put in their life to say, hey, look, let me give y'all some guidance on this. I can give y'all some structure on this, and they take it and they apply it to the field. You know. Let's
back up. Let's back up. The sports side of NBA. What explain to me how it even started. The sports agency, is this something where you guys are just basically scouting out talent, or what are we doing here?
The sports agency really is something that I'm building because I had a passion for football.
You used to play a little bit?
Yeah.
What
Were
position?
you any good?
Running back and middle
Boy,
linebacker.
I wish I'd have caught you out there, nigga.
Man,
Ooh, y'all
yeah.
nigga would have been in trouble, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking at you. I'm probably a corner though, because I'm too
yeah.
short to be up there and no linebacker.
Yeah, for sure.
So how was it?
It was beautiful. Like I really loved the football, so that's what really triggered my mind to go to the sports, because I love sports just in general, and then just being connected to all the football players and the family that I have within football. It was just like I had to take that step, and it was like I was already working on us to get off stage. We already mastered the music. I already got my brother where he need to be already. You know what I'm saying? So it's really the next step, and I was like, hey, look, we're gonna be working. When you get off stage, I'm already have it covered. We're going to Never Broke Again Sports. And he like, hey, let's run with it, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So that's really where it come from. But I'm always gonna be in sports, either if I didn't start the agency. So it was like, it was something I had to do because this is something I love, and that's really where it come from.
How do you balance between the music and the agency? How do you balance that?
I mean, like I say, I already mastered the music, so the music is a no-brainer. I could do that easy all day. Like, I could do anything with management, anything with an artist all day, because I mastered it. It's like a subject, you know what I'm saying? And like, let's just say if you took an architecture class, I got the blueprint for that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm mastering the blueprint for the sports. So that is really a no-brainer with the artist. What I got to do now is focus on the sports.
Okay, bet that. I mean, the one thing I can say about you is you young, bro. When you said 27, nigga, I about flipped. I wish I was 27, nigga. I was a bad nigga at 27.
Yeah,
but then I don't want to go back, nigga. You got to go all through this mess again.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to let you have that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
but just being as young as you are, man, it brings a different light. The Xavier guy, you know, just basically you and him, well, how did that even happen?
I mean, Xavier Worthy came to me as a genuine relationship as well through one of my brothers. Shout out Jade Barron. Jade Barron is one of our top athletes too. He just went round one, pick 20. You seen to the Denver Broncos. So shout out to Jade. Jade and Xavier like this, and you know it was like it was the same situation how Tank and Tay Tay is.
Okay,
how they are. It was like they brothers like in the football, and they brothers in football. So it's like, it just come together, you know what I'm saying? So you can't take one without the other anyway, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like that's really how it is.
How far do you go back? You know, when you first start watching the talent come up, where do you really get serious about watching the talent? Is it from the little league or high school? Or?
My serious is, I say, when they first hit freshman in college.
Okay. Because
you automatically know where their projection gonna go. High school, you could watch them, you could recruit them, you could scout them, you could be on they bumper about certain things, but they not gonna take a mature level until they get to college. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because you gotta think about you as in high school. You not caring about nothing but graduating.
I stole all the tennis shoes, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not the one.
So it's like, you will have to really train these high school kids to get their brain right. You know what I'm saying? Because all they thinking is this right here. It's not about the money. NIL gonna be all here every day, but it's like where your mind gonna be. That's why I don't want nobody at Never Broke Again Sports that don't want a family, don't want to have their mind together, that don't want no infrastructure, that don't want no guidance. This not the home for you. I need people that's want to be a dog, that's gonna say,
that's real.
Hey, look, I'm here to dedicate my life on this field, to this court, to this ring, to whatever sport you playing. You know what I'm saying? I want what you gonna do for your family. Like you chose this career to what? Make it out. You chose this career to do what? Break a generational curse. You chose this career for what? For to get better with yourself. So it's like, if you don't want that, why should we help you? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But I always think of high school boys when they're playing sports, especially football. I'm thinking about them. They want to go to NFL, or they want to get a scholarship, or they not always, so-called graduating. They trying to get that ticket to get that, money. That's what I think about when I think about these college boys. I mean, the high school boys when they playing sports.
Yeah.
You know,
they're getting money in college now. So
they sneak it in high school or now.
They sneak it in high school. I've been noticing they've been changing people around more, putting people wherever.
In high school now. It's over.
They're recruiting in high school.
Yeah, they just started doing that.
Yeah.
It's over with
crazy.
that.
That's crazy. Yeah. Boy, if they've been recruiting when I was in there, man, I know how to. I already switched about 10, 12 times, but boy, I really would have been getting active. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a bag at that age, man. So how do you hear about something like that? Like somebody getting? How would you know if somebody got paid? They sneaking it to them, ain't they?
I mean, we got top recruits, so we'll know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not like we gonna know.
You gonna know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let me ask you something, man. Going back to the music a little bit. When YB first signed to Atlantic, right?
Yeah.
That was a big move, right? How did you feel about it? Like, and I'm asking you this for a reason, but like, how did you feel about it? Do you feel like he was making the right decision, or did y'all even think about it? Was it just a good opportunity?
I mean, making a decision for Atlantic was really YB decision. You know what I'm saying? He felt like that was the best interest to start his career. And, you know, the family had real talks about it, and we had real situations on it, and he gave the effort to say, hey, look, this is what I want to do. And, you know, we going to rock with what he rocking with. So it's like, as long as we know that it's a trusted process, and you know that, hey, if anything falls, hey, look, I can get you about the situation. I can go back and do this, because it had been times where, hey, I didn't tried to go back and buy him out his deal, like to say, hey, look, hey, nah, let's do it like this. And, you know, he'll make his decision and be like, hey, look, we're going to stay right here. We're going to do it. If we need to do this, we'll do it like that. So it's always his decision at the end of the day, but long as we could make corrections in wherever we at, that's my biggest aspect on everything.
How big was it when you look at him and all the stuff that he kept going through? Because y'all have both been through a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And for you, basically watching him go through his trying times, him being locked up or whatever, then, you know, being pardoned or whatever the case may be, how tough was those transitions for you to keep the brand going? You know what I mean?
I mean, I was through a lot of transitions, so, I mean, every transition wasn't really nothing but a fix-up, like a real touch-up. Like, you know how you shining something, like you shining some iron, and it's like, okay, dang, you gotta live back rested now, let me go back and put some more paint on it. Like, it really was like a touch-up, because honestly, them transitions kept me on my toes. So it's like, it was great, because we got to learn from all the mistakes that we did mess up on.
Man, I looked at when he was in the house on house arrest and all that, and just you were you going up there, or were you just doing you were doing what you had to do to keep things going?
I was going up there doing what I needed to do for him, and everything he needed to do, it got done.
Wow. And that had to be tough, because it was a thing where it wasn't no going out. It was just straight, just in the house or in that certain vicinity, and no leaving. And that's the crazy part. I hate them rules, man. You know what I'm saying? You looking at a dude that been through a lot, so I know them rules. And when you have to stand by,
they had him locked down so long. So
crazy.
It was like he got his just due with that pardon. And you know, thank God, thank our mama, thank just everything that came with that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people that was a part of the pardon. Like, bro, it was real what happened. It was nothing but a blessing.
When he first come home this last time, how big was that first day out? I ain't talking about no damn song. I'm talking about I've had a first day out, nigga. It wasn't no song, nobody. I wasn't no rapper, nigga. I was nervous about people being around me, because I hadn't been around people for a minute. I went to the mall. I'm leery, everything. I hadn't been by myself, but most of the niggas that I was around, I was conditioned to be around. But to be now back in society and dealing with things after being gone for a stint, it takes an effect on you. How was he when he first came out?
When he first came out, it was just family time. It was like he needed to get back to his kids, check on his wife, check on all what he needed to get straight. And it was like he was ready to go by the time, like, YB a guy that's always really prepared. Like when it come to music, when it come to anything with hitting that stage or just being great as an artist, like he got it down packed. And it was like he was trained for all this. So it was like him coming back, all he needed, his first focus was the family. So you know what I'm saying? His main thing is family. So he checked on his kids, checked on his wife, got real time to get spent with them before times like this, before tour.
Wow, man, you something else, because for you to stay, you know, when you locked up, everybody forget about you, except for if you YB maybe. But most of the time, regular niggas, they forget about you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't come. They don't put no money on your books. They say they were down with you. You done took care of the hood a lot of times. only one be there is a few people, your brother, your mother, most time people don't be there like that, you know what I mean? So to have the infrastructure is very important, you know what I mean? But now that you guys are out here together as a family, everything kind of been wiped away. You niggas is off the chain. Y'all here doing, this is where the tour starting, right?
Yeah, and we got 2 back-to-back dates.
Boy, you niggas is on, hey, the cities is in trouble, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all pulling up. Hell, when y'all pull up out there, hell, I thought the president had them pulled up. You niggas got all these cars and all this, man, it's serious, man. You know what I'm saying? I was with Birdman and them down there when they turned the street to his name, and me and him were rocking out, BG and all them out with them boys. Hell, y'all come with the same energy. I guess it's a Louisiana thing, man. It's a goddamn Louisiana thing,
you
man.
just thought that red Maybach was by itself.
Yeah.
So you seen 22 cars.
22, that's right, man.
Then you see they swarm the parking lot like a beehive.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
How important is it, like, when you're taking extra security measures with what you guys are dealing with? I think that's something that the youngsters could, vibe off of.
How important it is to take extra measures with protection.
Exactly.
Not just security wise, because your security could die. And we just being logic, you know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen. So I say this, if you wanna live, if you want real infrastructure on how to move, I would say take a precaution.
That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying? So it was like, think about, do you want to make it home to your mom?
Damn
do
right.
you want to go back to your kids? So it's like, you take the precaution in your brain and say, oh, do I need protection or should I move this certain way? Or if you know you're moving along, you better be careful. You know what I'm saying?
So my question to you were, because I see you with all these people with you, right?
Yeah.
What's the secret with finding the right set of people to have around you?
That's cool.
That's good.
Okay.
What's the secret to that? Because, many people have people with them, but then whether they bite you in the back or da-da-da, but I know that some people have a certain set of people that's been with them for years.
Yeah.
People need to know how to, picture those right people, or to pick those right people and have that set of people.
What's the secret behind that is one word, is family. So don't look at nobody as your partners. If you got partners around, get them from around you. If you got friends around you, get them from around you. If you got associates, get them from around you. I only deal with brothers and family. So if you're not willing to get on this front line and die for everything we standing on and believing in, it's like, it's no point of even being around, because it's like, I know what I'm gonna do. I know I'm on the front line every day.
Real.
Either way it go, I'm me, but I still have a front line. I'm still on the line every day with them. You know what I'm saying? And I govern these guys every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that come with made men and bosses and underbosses and consigliers, because we still got a council that's over the family. So even if I feel like, okay, I might have the best interest of the decision, I still go answer to the consigliers and say, hey, look what it is, and he'll get a last say so, like, hey, no, you're not moving like that, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
And I gotta say this, so everybody know OG 3Three, but you gotta let me know, and you've been doing a lot of interviews and all of that. You gotta tell me something about you that nobody else knows.
Oh, you gonna give it up?
Something that you want people to know that you have not said yet.
Something that nobody know. I want to be an architect.
Really?
Yeah, I want to do architecture with blueprints and stuff like that.
It's crazy you said that. My dad was an architect.
Yeah, he was.
Really?
Yeah. He did
I
engineering,
ain't
all
never
of
told
that.
nobody that.
In Jamaica.
What was it? What's about architecture that you love so much? Why you want to be an architect?
Because it's the blueprints. It's drawing up them plans.
That's real.
It's like, and I'm a businessman, so it's like I love getting work done, and it's like I love harder things. So it's like getting the infrastructure on building and drawing blueprints and getting to be a real architect. I mean, it's something that articulates something in my molecular cell structure. Like,
is that tied back to sports in any kind of way? That's
with everything. It's not tied in with nothing physically, but it's like architect can help you with everything. Like whether I'm building my sports agency myself, my buildings, whether I'm building my family houses, whether I'm doing construction companies, building skyscrapers for $1 billion companies. It's like I love to see a plan come in fruition.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about
you
architect.
like structure.
Yeah.
I can see that from the way how you're talking. You like structure, and you like to analyze everything.
Yeah.
How did you guys deal with finances as you started to grow? How did you get a handle and wrap your hands around that? Or did you just have to do trial and error?
I mean, wrapping our hands around finances and how we worked with that was being kids, spending it and messing it up.
That's what I thought.
You know what I'm saying? So after the mess ups and them breaks where you down and just around, you will learn that, hey, this time I need to do this. I need to put a plan together. This time I may need to invest in this company, or this time I may need to do something different because I just messed it all off on the last 2-3 checks. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the finance part, and what helped us now, like it's 2025 now, so we got a CPA.
Yeah,
so
for
like,
sure.
I got a CPA, and sometimes my people play like, they'll be like, what CPA means? Certified public assholes. I be like,
they hard, I ain't gonna lie.
I be like, nah, bro, I got a great CPA, and shout out to our CPA.
You gotta have that structure. Again, it goes right back to structure, man. When you guys first you jump off the porch and y'all do 38 Baby and y'all link with Boosie and say Kevin Gates, how was that interacting with the people in the city back then?
I mean, interacting,
because they embraced you just thought the music was dope, you know.
Interacting with the people that's from our city and
that's
from
right.
our culture. I mean, it was just like the roots. Like, you know how you just have a tree and you just go back to your roots and be like, oh, I gotta go mess with this branch right here. This branch holding it down on this side of the tree. Like, this one standing tall at the top, like this one over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing but like accepting with open arms for real. And it was like we came up behind them, so it was like they gave a lot of dedication and they heart to see us come up too. So it was like it was great.
So they was rooting for you. A lot of times people don't realize that the guys who already done paving the way and they root for you guys. Yeah. I seen YB with Birdman and stuff early on. They did their tracks. Yeah. Like how is it you guys got embraced like hell? You know what I mean? And y'all was dope. So it wasn't hard to do. When it come down to like, you want to go?
Yeah. Earlier, when y'all talking about the athletes and stuff like that, I know a lot of athletes, especially if they're good, they have something called a big ego.
Yeah.
How do you deal with knocking them down a notch sometimes? Because sometimes they do need to be knocked down and be, humbled. How do you do that and get them to where they need to be?
And that's where it go back to when he was asking them questions about Tank Jale and all them, because I day-to-day work with these guys on getting their mind right. Because it's not about no money. We didn't did $100 million in 2022. We paid $38 million in taxes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the money. It's about where that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a big ego, but your ego gonna lead you to some messed up stuff. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's why I come in every day with all my athletes. I'm day to day with these guys. It don't matter if it's a problem, if it's something on their brain, something on their head. I attack that firsthand because I know where they going with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like having that ego. It's easy to calm that down with me because I know how to deal with it. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of situations that done been around me that I done had to humble, and God didn't have to humble them with me. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever have a big ego in any stage of your life?
No, I was the sacrifice.
Explain that.
I sacrificed really everything for my family, for my brothers, anything. They always come first, and it's like still to this day, like I give up everything first, and I was called from God to serve. So it was like I'm not first at all in no standpoint anyway. So it's like I was always the sacrifice. I wasn't tripping going to pay anything for videos. I wasn't tripping on working 3 jobs to pay for 1 video. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping on having to drive 36 hours to get a deal from Def Jam to sit out there and say they on winter leave and New Year's passing and Jimmy Iovine gone. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have no chip on my shoulder. I turned around, sucked it up and say, hey, we going back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do something different. We're going to do something else. We're going to get it. So it was like, that's really where it came from, the ambition and knowing that God let me see where I was going.
And with the agency, when an athlete gets signed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you now back off, or you still, follow them all through their career?
Nah, once our players, I'm with you forever. You gonna die. You gonna die.
That's
I'm gonna
real.
still be with you. I'm coming to put flowers on your grave. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's nothing. Like it ain't even nothing about death row. But it's like I'm with you to death do us part. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the loyalty I got with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it is over here. Like the family, where it's like you gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know, hey, I'm with you here and afterlife.
The reason why I ask you that, because so many times we see these athletes, when they get signed and get all of this money, then all of a sudden they're broke and they're on the streets, they're doing all of that. That's the reason why I'm like, why do they not have these guidance to tell them, okay, you need to invest in this, you need to do this for longevity and so forth? Why are so many of our athletes becoming broke?
Because they don't have guys like us in their ear telling them about financial literacy, telling them about growth in the youth, giving back. They're not doing what God called them to do when they get a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my main thing with all my athletes as well. Because it's like I have to go back and reiterate what we got to do with the paper. The first thing, like Jade just got 18 million. The first thing I told him what we got to do. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't, hey, we need some money to go put over here. Hey, no, look, buy your mama a house. Let's get this money to work itself, and we going to work on you while you on the field. You get what I'm saying?
One more question where that is concerned. How hard is it because this goes both for music and in sports, because just like who got signed the other day? A female artist got signed, and I think it was Jay-Z or somebody said that she's not allowed to have a boyfriend or anything like that, because people always say once you get involved with a girl, a boyfriend, girlfriend, or something like that, that also affects that career, because then that person starts to get into your head and your mind and say, oh no, why are they telling you this and that? So you being an agency, and the athletes may have like a get married or whatever, and then they start to talk about the money and all of that go out their head. How does that affect? How do you handle that situation?
I mean, them situations, we already got it set up where we already had them aspects of conversations about them things. Because before you even come over here, we not going to have no girl run you. We not going to have no man running your life, because you up under us. You get what I'm saying? And if you want to go to where you want to see yourself in greatness, I mean, it's no choice but to listen. It's either you listen, bump your head, and be messed up for life. You know what I'm saying? It's either two options. You either want to listen and succeed, or you'd rather just bump your head and be broke.
You know one
saying?
thing I can say is, like, when you look at different people, like say Travis Hunter, and different the social media thing becomes a thing where you trying to figure out a way to keep people from being able to see you a certain way. How much do you guys emphasize into that when you're dealing with the agency, as far as just the way they moving and maneuvering on social media?
I mean, we emphasize it on a daily. Like I say, I'm always attacking my players, and not even on no stuff like that, but I have to stay on their toes, because I know how easy it is to slip up when you have money. You know what I'm saying? And I know, because I learned a lot of mistakes from a lot of people. Like one of my guys, Mike Russell, I watched him sell some socks to Banana Republic, and now he got a $1.5 billion tech company. Okay. So it's like, I learned from great inspirations. You get what I'm saying? So I know what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and what needs to be said.
Yeah, I look at that kid. I remember I did a report on that kid that he ended up getting killed. He was running from the police, but he was playing for LSU. You remember that was about 7-8 months ago. I forgot his name.
Oh,
what was his name?
Yeah. What's his name, Coach?
Somebody back there said it. I don't know.
What was it? Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah, Kyrie Lacey. You right.
He wasn't running from the police.
At the end, no, this guy here got into it. He was having issues with his girl. He had a wreck at first. And I talked about it. Yeah. But the thing is, I was just saying, just keeping the players and stuff, mentally sound when you're dealing with them and they trying to go to the NFL or the NBA is a tough situation. You know what I mean? And I just did that report on that because I felt like, damn, like man, he almost was there, and a lot of people was depending on him. It's a lot of pressure from the family looking at you about to make this big move, and it's going to change everybody's life. So to mentally be trying to prepare them for that is crazy. So that's pressure.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? A lot of pressure.
Karen was one of our guys too. Like he was from our way, so it's like, man, like that really touched us too, cause I was just with him on the sideline.
Really?
Yeah. So I felt that tough. Like that was my dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got to ask you these questions, like for the Deion Sanders. Look at what he just went through. We're talking sports, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with what his kids and him just went through, how did you look at that, just scoping it, far as, Shador getting picked 144? You a sportsman. I got to ask these questions. You know what I'm saying?
I would say this because I'm a strong Deion fan as well. Like Deion just in my heart, because that's Deion. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, looking at his kids and seeing what they just went through, I would say the best advice is being a father to them. That's what I'm saying? Because if they didn't have Deion, they probably would have went off about some stuff. They probably wouldn't have closed their mouth about certain things. Like Shiloh would have probably went on there and went crazy and been like this. But no, he know, like, hey, either way it go, I'm gonna be straight. My last name is my last name. I built a career for myself on side of my dad as well. So it's like, I feel like they know where they projection at already. And it's like, I don't think they'll let no outside noise affect what they got going on. And Shador know he gonna be QB1. So it's like, he know he coming up, and he a guy that's not tripping on trusting the process. So, I mean, it's like, I'm pretty sure Deion had told him, hey, you gonna get your turn, just wait your turn. God gonna bless you, you know what I'm saying?
But
yeah, that's how I feel.
That was big because he, having cancer and then seeing his son go through that. Nobody knew that he had cancer. My mom died with cancer, and just to be fighting.
My mama and my grandma just beat breast cancer.
Wow, that's hard. My grandmother didn't beat breast cancer. She died.
Yeah.
So that's crazy how that cancer be riveting through there. But he fought that while his kids was going through that, if you really pay attention to it. And he didn't say nothing about it to nobody.
There for them.
That's heavy, bro. And I shout out to his sons, because they follow me on IG and stuff. I always shout them out.
Man, shout
and
out
Taylor.
To the whole family.
The whole family, man. But that oldest boy, Junior, was right there by his side the whole time. I thought that was dope, man. Because he had to be strong not to even say nothing to his brothers. You know what I mean? So, man, I mean, that's one thing about it, man. Family brothers, they stick together like no other when they really raise together, kind of like UNYB and all the crew, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope. Did you?
Yeah, so for your mentorship programs, because I noticed you have mentorship programs for the sports, but you also have it for the music. Mm-hmm. What are your intentions with that? What are your goals with both?
My goal, like I say, my goals with the artist stuff, it'd be already put together, like, you know what I'm saying, because I didn't master that. My main focus really be the sports, but the mentorship with the sports specifically is really getting these great players to come to a real home, you know what I'm saying, and knowing that they don't just have to go to an agency where they like, oh, forget you, I'm gonna just get your deal and go about your business. Like, no, like, the whole mentorship process is to understand the infrastructure of our campaign. You know what I'm saying? Coming to home. Like, I want people to feel like, hey, I'm at home with my family with this agency. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the whole thing. Like, we got NIL suites for some of the top players in every city. We got tickets for all the main prospects that want to just come out and see what we got going on. But we don't really want you to be forced to be a part of this if you don't want to come over here, if you don't feel like it's home for you. And we are going to have open opportunities to have everybody get a chance to come. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to let everybody know. So, man,
just giving back in Baton Rouge. How are you guys giving back? What are you guys doing? Some of the things that I know you guys are known in the city, and I know a lot of time, back in the days, all the hustlers gave away turkeys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How do you guys do stuff to show love back to Baton Rouge?
I mean, to show love back to our city, we did a lot of things. We done gave back to school events. I just left a school that before I came, Advantage Charter Academy. Well, they just had me at their school. Shout out to them. And I go give back every time I really go back home. I go to different schools, different communities, and I just look out for. See, I take care of a lot of old people and kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, a lot of elderly. So my main focus be that. You know what I'm saying? Because all the like teenage kids and kids that's getting ready for college in the middle type, we could really speak with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't have to physically, you know what I'm saying? They could be a part of the community give back because they still learning a process to get where we need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I give too.
Wow.
From NIL education to prison reform, what inspired you to go this route?
From NIL to prison reform, it was like you got great talent everywhere. So it's like you always got to know that, hey, you can't leave nobody out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always figured it out where it's like, hey, if you are a great prospect and you needed a second chance, you got in trouble, it's like you got to think about if you was a player and you got in trouble and end up having to do 2 years and they forgot about you, like he say.
Yeah.
Like, I can't leave nobody out. That's really, it's really like nobody left behind. So I gotta open every avenue to give them that chance. Like I say, I don't want to leave nothing on the table. I don't leave nobody out. I don't want you to feel neglected. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where that stemmed from.
Man, we've been here, this store been here 20 years. I dealt with a lot of like YB clothing brand. What are you guys gonna do? Yeah. What are you guys gonna, this is the last question. What are you guys doing for the merch go? You know, everybody was wearing that shit was crazy. You remember, like is it over with or are we still gonna see some of that brand? Yeah,
we revamping the brand because we had some situations with some manufacturers that we had to cut ties with because it was our fans wasn't either liking the infrastructure on the designs or the quality, and it was like we just had to go from one manufacturer to another one. So we really put it on halt because at the time, like you say, like when you was seeing it everywhere popping, like we was doing like 1.5 million a month just on t-shirts. You get what I'm saying? And it was like the rapid fire on that really led us to get to a bigger manufacturer. But you know how you just take something and you don't realize that, hey, look, this probably wasn't the greatest situation I need to be at. So we kind of backed away from certain manufacturers and we revamping and reiterating the brand right now.
Well, last and final question. Top 3 artists of all time. Dead or alive.
Any genre.
Top 3 dead or alive.
Any genre.
My brother first.
I figured you were going to say that.
You gotta say that. My brother. It's nobody bigger than YoungBoy because it's like, brother, see Contrell guys and come out that porch to do what he at right now. I'm just so proud of him, bro. Like, and like he really my Mount Rushmore everything because it's like I got to watch a great protege. You know what I'm saying? And to see him do what he do, like he my number 1 in everything. But number 2 probably be like Tupac.
I figured that.
Number 3 will probably be, I gotta go with Michael.
Michael,
for
sure. Everybody did Michael, man. Thank you so much, man. We love you, bro. We appreciate you for coming on Boss Talk 101, man. It went down. Everybody's seen it. Yeah, it's dope. Hey, man, it's been another great segment. Yo. It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101 where the bosses talk.
And we out.
Man.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk. We gon' have fun. We be on fire. We be lit. It's a unique hustle. Big